Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
That's wild.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again.
Just fuck already. Or married. I don't know. I don't care.
We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Oh.
Me? I'm an oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Sorry.
Wow.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little oceanid, yes?
That's hilarious.
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too, like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
Shut up.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
No shit.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
What the
I
fuck?
spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
I know, right?
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away.
Oh, that was.
I lost all faith in humanity by that point.
You know
I
what?
thought
That's
the whole world was out to get me.
That's valid.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come.
Oh!
How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Farina.
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here?
I'm here for moral support.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little oceanid decides she wants to become a human against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid. Plants and flowers are withering. And
Wait,
the
hold on, how
people
is it a
begin to
musical?
panic.
How is this gonna be a musical? How are they gonna sing this? This is gonna be a pain. And this is a musical too. Oh, they're not gonna have fun.
The little oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
So the enemy is humanity, which means we need to kill all humanity. It's genius! This guy's a genius, guys. Sign this man a career right now.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
I mean, water has life in it, so technically it could, but no, it doesn't have a mind. Although Fontaine's water system is practically linked of consciousness, so they're not far off. Or maybe I'm lying, or maybe I'm just high. Who knows?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Yep.
Since the little oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis.
And she
Her
runs
lover
away.
accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away.
Kill
and
her.
faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the
Kill
end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But
What?
didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
So she's gonna sacrifice herself to kill off humanity. You might need to work on your story, buddy. Sorry, we're gonna have to fire this guy. Get him out of Disney.
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible. What about if the little oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me.
Yeah.
And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aurelie's death, both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing,
What?
Director Aurelie had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
You
The
know, that actually
director
explains
was
a
the
lot.
kindest soul in the world. Yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Lost Shade
But
deserves everything he
doesn't
gets
the
in
way
this.
she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I'm glad Valshay is dead. I mean, not dead, but, you know, abused.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yes.
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me. Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aurelie.
Is everyone here horny? Why?
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners.
That's just funny. That is just funny to me. She said, "Fuck no, just no. You guys are my brothers. You guys are my sisters. You guys are family." That is so fucked up.
Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Oh, Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aurelie. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face
Please
to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly,
I'm ready.
I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
Allons-y! Allons-y! Oh wait, hold up. I need to conjure a water spirit. Alright, hold up. Yeah, I conjured a water spirit. Now I need to heal. I took massive fall damage. Ugh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hurry up. I have a guy to beat up. Come on. Heal me! Heal! All right. No. Alright. Alright. It's time to find this Villemont.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
Can you two just get married already? I had to make sure. Wait, hold on. I see a chest. Yeah, I'll get back to that later. Hold up. Now, a few inches to the right. We have to mine that. Alright. There we go.
Ugh, as if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
I know, right?
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
I mean, look at her. Come on. Come on. You think you can fight? Nah. Nah. Look at me. I'm the champion killer here.
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Farina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Farina said so herself.
Oh my lord.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
As long as you're my damsel, I don't give a damn. Let's go fight!
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie, indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on helplessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
Aww.
Let the
Too
Telltales fight in
I was
this
so
battle.
pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Farina.
Sorry to leave all the
Buddy,
heavy
fuck
lifting
off.
to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
I can beat these guys with only one attack. And by one attack, I mean that. Oh, whoa! Dude, goddamn, these guys hit hard! These guys hit hard! Why are they strong? Since when did they
Night falls.
fall before me?
Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Fall at my might! We are done here.
Windblade.
With these attacks, you will. Oh. You've gotta be kidding me. No. No. Stop. Oh,
Close your eyes.
Die. Die. Just die. Die. Die already. Come on. Just die already.
Cut to the chase.
Eat me. Oh, shit. God damn, these sets been hard. These sets been hard.
Don't blink.
I
Be
hate
silent.
these
Close your
guys.
eyes.
I hate
Observe.
vegans.
To dust.
Fall at my might. Oh, come on. Is that really all you got?
Nowhere to hide.
With the wind.
Oh, before my might. Seriously? Get back over here. And die!
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah,
you, but-
thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Yep. Onward and upward. Told you guys I'm the best. Never doubt my skill again, for I am. Hold up. Water powers. Yeah, I'm healing again. I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm healing, guys. Look at me. Let me go. I'm dead. It's only 3 characters, guys. It's only 3 characters in my game. I don't see a fourth at all. Just me, Flins, and Kachin. I don't really see anyone else here with me. It's just me, myself, and I.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Farina doing here?
I would just like to point out there was no door in your house, so we just saw you walk out of bed. Fuck off.
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
Damn. Y'all are that pathetic.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the little oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Motherfucker. Whatever you have to say, it better not involve you doing something stupid.
Vilma, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Let's not assume that. Maybe, just maybe he tried to come on to her. Maybe, just maybe. I'm just assuming.
Listen, Vilma. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The little oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
Yes!
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire.
Yeah, you guys are poor. We know
So,
this.
anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director.
You're an idiot.
It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
What?
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
What the hell is wrong with you? Are you stupid, blind kids or all the above? What's wrong with you? I remember that included a but it's also caused significant harm to the body.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
Wow, you guys are poor.
And then,
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe and it wasn't my fault.
Bruh. She's way too nice.
But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
I mean, rightfully so, but... Well, the director to these...
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us?
I mean, he's right to be mad. But then again, it's like you guys barely know Squad. So you're like, okay, let me play along. Let me let me just do what I think is best. I don't know what's going on. So, it's like,
What do you mean? You were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her!
motherfucker, you were all so. I mean, you know what? He's not wrong. He's not wrong. They could have saved him.
How could you be so stupid?
Fear does make people
Please,
stupid.
try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Yeah.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life.
She rejected you, dumbass. Get over it. Yeah, this guy's definitely grieving.
And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve.
Chill! I'm not gonna kill you! Because there's no more in your house. I can look. See, look. Hold up.
End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
There's no more in your house. Killing you would be pointless. But seriously, though, no, we're not killing you. No. Chill out. Relax. You made a stupid mistake. You were afraid. I understand. It happens to everyone.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to see your face again!
Relax!
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life.
Yeah.
How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
Yeah.
You're right.
Dumbasses.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director Aurelie and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Dang.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
Yeah,
I'm
relax, buddy.
truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
Might actually be possible to find out more about her fate.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true feelings.
No.
This
Well,
was something.
we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come,
Yep.
let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now and wait for our good news.
Yeah, guys, wait for me to do my shit. How am I gonna get back over there? Instant transmission. Excuse me, pardon me. I have to go see something.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Or ma'am. Oh, Sadine. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind.
Wow.
Just whatever she was carrying on her person and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches, too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
It really is. I'm almost astonished. Man, Dottore needs to get on this man's level. What am I saying? Dottore is beyond this level.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off.
Wait, what?
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Okay, thank yous. Let me read them. Alright. Someone else was taken. That makes 6. Or perhaps the 7th? Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. I have truly protected them. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I can write no more. I think I have a fever, and my stomach troubles have returned, but nobody has given me any medication. I suppose I'm more fortunate than Creasy. The painkillers her no, the pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes as long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It is so damp here. I can, I have given her my blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as no one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troop, safe, I, them important. Please, farewell, apologies, life, preform, future, regret, Cleo. This page is, is an absolute mess, and the writer's pen seems to have wandered in surface of random. Only some words can be made out, and barely at all. From this page onward, the diary stops to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, others are handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the page has been refined often, and that this was the personal note of artist d- d- director Aurelia.
She was so terrified.
She wanted to. Well, she watched the girl get dissolved right in front of her, and had to wait for her own death in silence. Yo, that's dark. That's so dark. I love it.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human.
And
I can't
sorry.
bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Okay. Switch to the notebook, lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up, and placed next to her last blank page. At the bottom of the folder, note are two lines Aurelia have written in handwriting, much more illegible than before. But it seems that they took her both great effort and a great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secrets to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them. I love them. Oh my god. Damn.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the little oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
Damn.
So she didn't regret her decision, even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troop would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
Well, guys, today we're gonna shoot ourselves. Anyway, back to the game. Where are they? Oh, this is the wrong warp pipe. I meant, this is the wrong warp pipe. I am so sorry. Let's go here. Let's stay away from the knave's house. After reading through the notebooks, some are lost for words, some leaped. They're barely some grade 13 and howled with rage. A line time passes before the group is able to calmly come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus.
I do like her.
I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Agree.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing.
That important thing is that you yell at the people who failed. That's such a genius way to live.
If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance.
Okay, that too, but yeah.
And aren't human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope, just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
You know what?
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina. And
They're gonna
thank you
need
for
it.
supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
You make a call.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa,
What?
wait, what?
Now, how can you pull that off? I know I say I'm poor, but you're, like, middle class.
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that O'Reilly's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Go big or go to my local cardboard house. Outside of the Opera Epiclese.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you?
I could die on this hill.
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. I know just where to find him.
Now, where exactly do we find him so we can force him to make us do this show? Where could that dragon be? Where could that silly little dragon? Where could he be? Oh, New Violette. That was his name,
Hey,
right?
look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
Huh.
You were just guessing?
I mean, I would guess here too. I do like this area. Hold on, who's...
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, Traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
You can give me 10,000 more, and I promise I'll pay you back in 7 years when I'm no longer poor. Or alive.
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
Blah, 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 blah. People are
I
poor and
understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult.
Say
The
what?
story of the little oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes, you do. And very...
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalette.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
And I didn't have to beg.
Many people were once enthralled by Lady Farina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
Alright, so I have to make thousands of mail orders about this. This is gonna be the most tiresome. I mean, the most tiresome amount of papers to write just to convince her that she is genuinely loved. So does anyone have paper I can afford? I swear, I look like a vulture ready to swoop down on prey. When in actuality, I'm swooping down onto the board.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The opera epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast.
Yeah.
Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us! We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
Quiet. But still, I am looking forward to seeing how this will all end, now that I've known half your stories. And I will bill you about the bill later.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Oh my god, I wish I could take screenshots of this. This looks beautiful!
That cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
Kill.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh little oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Run! No! It's going very well. Oh, you got this.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Farina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're
Well-
going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
No way. Is this really how it's gonna end? But what about your oath? What about everything you said? You screamed at me for hours!